wheels twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar.
Welcome in, everybody. We are in Echo Park in Atlanta today. We're going to run the Darren's Detail and Shine 215, 140 laps right here. As you see, the track conditions, track quite high for today. So, yeah, these boys are probably going to have a little something to hold on to about lap 20. We'll get right to the grid here as they're getting ready to roll away. Let you know who is where and do all that. I'm Mike McKinnon, waiting on Wesley Outland. He is on assignment. Sure, he will be here before we know it. Joined by Dean Hopton in the booth. We appreciate y'all being in. A little bit late, but we are good. So, 5 sets of tires. They're probably going to use every one of these tonight, I would think. There you see Hunter Parsons coming off the front row right there. Beautiful purple 50 machine. Got row 1, Hunter Parsons on the pole. He'll be alongside P2 of Matt Cherry in the 45. Row 2, that'll bring us Buzzy Mongold. Nice qualifying effort out of him. He'll be alongside Jeff Merck. Row 3, that will get us to Joshua Rodriguez. I believe he'll be alongside Mark Morton in P6. Row 4, that'll get us to Tyler Goodwin, P7. He'll be alongside the 99 of Trevor Williams. Still looking for a little bit of luck. Trevor is. Row 5, that'll get us to Steve Barnett in that 42 machine. Couple-time winner this year. He'll be alongside Adam Lighty. That'll bring us to row 6. Robert Richardson in that 5 machine. Good finish last week out of him. He'll be alongside the 88 of Anthony Harden. Row 7, Jeremiah Holton, that 74 machine. He's going to be, bracketed by Joshua Clemens on his outside. P14. Row 8, that'll bring us to Chris Ellis in the 32, and he'll be alongside Chris Blanchard, somebody to watch in these races. Great super speedway racer. Row number 9, that'll bring us Mark Cofield in the 57. He'll be alongside the 6 of Tyler Justice. That'll bring us to row 10, and then the top 20 right here with Jeffrey Johnson in the 33, Carson Woodward in the 16 machine. Row 11 will be Curtis Banks in the 77. He'll be alongside the 96 of Jonathan Woodward. Row 12, we'll see Anthony Burleson. He'll be alongside the 15 of Peyton Johnson in P24. Row 13, that will bring us to Stephen L. McDonald in the 68 machine. He'll be alongside the 87 of Keith Haney. Row 14, we'll see Shane Trotter in the 17 machine. He'll be alongside the 69 of Timothy Hammond. Row 15 will give us Robert Richards in the 48 machine, and Cody Knott will be your race director. This should be a fun one, folks. I'm going to hold down the fort till Wesley gets along here, so should be a good one. We know this track all revamped, all redone. 28 degrees of banking on a mile and a half. They call it the Talladega on steroids. So you'll see a little bit of that. You cannot just hold it wide open all night. You'll have tire issues, so on and so forth. So they got to use a little strategy with the throttle tonight. Pardon me. We'll see if the lights go out this time. What we're going to do, you see a track temperature is 115 degrees. So slippy slidey. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It can be very treacherous for these guys as they try to negotiate the whole situation. Looks like they turned the lights off. Go around one more time. We'll get this thing started. There you see we got Jeff Merck down in the bottom. Mr. Merck, always a fun watch on these races. I enjoy watching them. I think he was. Yeah, he's on a tablet right there. I don't know what he's doing there. That's very possible, Dean. Yeah, they may be bringing. Yeah, bring me some more double bubble, man. I'm getting ready to start. There you see the race details. We're going to go 60 laps. It's not a stage. It's just a mandatory caution in the middle of the race, same as ARCA does. And we'll finish off with an 80 lap run after that. So they're not racing the points for there. They're just simply racing for positioning. 4 extra sets of tires. They may end up having to use those tonight. We got some strong dudes up in the front right here. Still getting used to these new numbers for the year. All right, so here we go. Parsons on the inside, Cherry on the outside. Got Buzzy in there, Jeff Merck. Here they go. Green flag in the air, and we have a race. 54 pushed by Buzzy right there. Merck's giving Cherry a huge shove. We know we can't shove these in the corner, boys. We know that. There's Morton. He has to chuck up pretty hard off of Merck. Merck knows he can't push in the corners. We'll have calamity quickly if we do that pushing in the corners. But there they go. They try to get up a full song right here. Ooh, guys just diving a little down. This is much trickier than your normal super speedway. There we go. I could hear him for a second. I cannot hear him right now. 45 Cherry. He's going to duck down in front of Parsons. So, oh, keep her easy there, boys. Easy. See a little sliding already. This 115-degree track temp is going to be something else for these guys to negotiate.
You could have Mike come on Junior for a little bit there until Wes gets here. If Wes gets here, I think you might have spoken about some sort of baseball stuff that goes on. Boring snooze fest. Why would you want to do baseball when you can enjoy the ARCA cars running around this fantastic racetrack here this evening? Matt Cherry in the lead there. Merck is up into, well, was up into P2. Now he's in P3. Hunter Parsons. I'll tell you what, my friend. If you want Christmas cards to come early in this season, who would you write to? Cherry, Merck, Parsons, Morton?
Cherry could definitely use a Christmas card. He has had some terrible luck. We know he's fast. So here he is. He's showing how fast out here in the lead. And as I said, folks, this is not as easy as it looks. It is for a few laps. And once these tires wear a little bit, you'll notice it in the corners with these things, Dean. I mean, there's just no question about it. That starts slipping, sliding all over the track as they come rumbling out of 2. A lot easier corner than that used to be.
Glad to have you in the booth there, mate, as a racing driver, because I've never done a lap around any track, any time, anywhere in iRacing. I'll tell you what, my friend, you know how to drive a car around, my friend. Cherry knows, Morton knows, Merck knows, Williams is now knowing, up 4 positions into P4 there. Parsons, Adam Likey, Buzzy Mongold. We got Rodriguez. We got all the usual suspects here, my friend. But it's early days, my friend. 5 of 140, 136 to go.
Yeah, we got a long, long way to go. That's for sure. And I appreciate the praise there. Doesn't mean I know how to do it well. I just know when they first brought this track on to the service, we all tried it, right? We're just hold it to the floor like a super speedway. You cannot do that for very long here. I mean, it will get loose. And you see Trevor Williams making a big dive to the inside. He's going to try to pick up Jeff Merck here on the bottom.
TW, my friend. TCW, as you like to. So it's Trevor C. Williams. He's going for the inside line. This is interesting. Martin Morton as well too. Matt Cherry's in the lead. Adam Likey's up 5. Parsons dropped 5, just a little bit back. But never count out Hunter Parsons, my friend. Cherry goes to the lead as well too. Rodriguez a little bit further back there. At this stage of the race, early, you've got the tyres, my friend. You got the time. Do you shine too much? Or you sit back, relax?
Well, I mean, you're trying to relax, but you're also looking for some track position, later on in these runs. Now, at least I would be if I had a chance. But the runs like you saw with Williams, we'll see those all night long. You can go from the top to the bottom, get it down to the bottom, and make big, big runs like we saw the 99 do right there. But if it was me, I mean, you're trying to be patient all the time, right? But it's pretty nerve-wracking in there. It's not very wide, and yeah, it's just harder than it looks. I know that.
2 wide, 2 by 2 by 2 through there. When you get 3 wide around this track, my friend, is that a little bit risky for the biscuit, you think, unless you get down to the last lap where everybody wants to just, go across the line, whether you're on your lid or not?
Well, I think it's something you can do. You have to really watch off of 4 as you come through this tri-oval. It tightens up as you're on the exit of 4 really big time right there. It's just hard to negotiate. It's hard to negotiate just running, single car on the old track here. And they did not reconfigure the tri-oval, so when you come off of 4, it pinches in, And everyone has to be aware of that and kind of, keep that groove. If someone gets a little bit out of shape, you're in trouble. So you may see it. I think we'll probably see it at some point, but it's going to be hard to negotiate, Dean.
Trevor Williams negotiating his way up 7 positions to the lead currently at the moment. Now, breaking the win at the front there, is that a good idea there for the number 99 of Trevor Williams? So, of course, it's clear. So, any push comes to shove and trouble's behind him, he's okay. He'll still take the lead. But how tough is it being at the front there, my friend? Do you need pushes?
Well, you definitely need a push, but the main thing you're doing is you're burning more fuel as we go. I believe I heard the fuel run tonight was 50 laps. They thought somewhere in that way, but when you're pulling the train here, you are burning more fuel. So he'll want to move back at some point so he can still stay on cycle for the fuel. But that's the main thing. I think all these guys like to be in the front because your vision is so much better. You're able to negotiate the track a little bit easier.
About 52 laps, I believe, as Cherry, not Mary, goes to the high side. The 45 gets a little bit of a push. Lap traffic already as well, too, my friend. Who was that they started to lap early in this race? Whoa!
Robbie
48.
Yeah. Robbie Richards there. I don't know if he lost a draft or if he had to start on pit road. I'm not real sure, but yeah. Keep her down there, Anthony. Everybody trying to work their way around Robbie here. Oh, no. This is what I'm talking about. When you come off the corners, they just close up on you really quick.
Yep. I mean, he's trying to get out of the way. The 48's up the high side. He's probably alerted everybody on the radio as well, too, to say, hey, I'm there. But, of course, everybody's coming off the exit, aren't they? And they go to the high side. All of a sudden, you're seeing that car there. 48, once again, is trying his absolute best, Robert Richards, to get out of the way. Now he's back into the line. He's got full song. We don't know exactly what happened to him. We've got a couple little packs breaking away as well, too. So we're going to go back to, I think, Mark Caulfield. This is the second pack back here. There's Caulfield, and he's got Stephen McDonald, and I think Jeffrey Johnson as well, too, in that little pack. But I don't know that little 3 tangent versus a, 22 car tangent. I'm not sure how much draft you're going to get from that.
Well, right now, they're able to run they're running just a bit quicker than the lead pack right now. So I don't think there's any danger being lapped. We had someone down all the way down on the apron. Wow, just collect that back up. But they're running a 31-0. The leaders are running 31-1s. As I said, it's a little give and take here, but not that much. So there you see Merck. He's going to shoot it up top, try to catch on with Cherry right here. Good run out of Merck. That's why I said you're going to see bigger runs. The runs won't last long, but there is powerful runs, bottom to top to bottom. When you get a run, you can take it here.
Why is Jeff Merck not on the gum here this evening? There he is. Cool, calm, relaxed, Jeff Merck. Gets a little bump there. There's a little wiggle there. Oh. That's Cherry, isn't it? Morton. Whoa, there we go.
Oh, no, here we go. There goes Morton into Williams. Now here we go. Huge wreck.
Yep.
Several people involved.
It's Adam Likey, Anthony Harden as well too. But where do you think that started, my friend?
It looked like an accordion as Cherry bumped Merck and then kind of drifted back. It just kind of looked like an accordion back. I'm sure it was just a little, incidental contact, but it kind of looked like it just accordioned backwards right there. A little odd. We'll just have to wait and see. See Morton, he just got Cherry loose and then scrubbed the bumpers. He tries to get off of him, Lighty into him, down into Trevor, who never gets luck.
Yeah, Mark Morton, isn't it? It's the one that comes off the bad end of the apple on that one. Let's go back and have a look. So keep an eye on the number 3, as you mentioned. So the 45 gets into him, but Merck's in the lead at this point. There's a bad little bump draft, isn't it, on the exit? A little wiggle. And there you go. Sends Morton into the fence. Takes out 35 as well, which is Adam Likey. And I think Anthony Harden, Tyler Justice, and all that sort of other drivers as well, too. They are hooked up as well, too. We got live pit stops.
Yeah, this will be, let's see if they can make it to the end of the competition caution at 60. That's what this will be. This will be a lot of fuel only, I would think. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Rick, because Morton realized it was a bad push, tried to get off of him, but just as soon as he made any type of a lift, contact with lighting and around, he, shot him down the track. So that's what we were seeing right there. And since we got on late, Dean, let's take this chance, get in a couple ad spots, and then we'll come right back. How's that sound?
Sounds good, my friend. Stay tuned for more. The Pultz Podcast ARCA series. We'll be back after these commercials.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Starbase 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic books, action figures, posters, autographs, Funko Pops, and many other collectibles. If you can't make it live, fly on over to our eBay and Amazon stores. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because being informed is part of the battle. Starbase 1552 Comics is a proud supporter of the iRacing's North American Sim Racing Association League. Starbase 1552 Comics. Reclaim your childhood.
And we're back here. It's working lap 18. As I said, we got 140 laps to negotiate. That was a big wreck. That collected several people. So we're going to have to see how much damage we really have. We still have Anthony Harden is still on pit road. Tyler Justice on pit road. Mark Morton still on pit road. So we've lost at least 3 competitors from the lead pack here. As we're getting ready to go back to green, we got Merck. He's alongside Cherry there. You see Parsons. We got Buzzy still hanging in up here. So he's having a good run so far. Merck out, shoots out. We'll see if he wants to negotiate down to the bottom. I would assume getting that far away, but we'll just have to wait and see, everybody.
Yeah, it could be Buzzy's first race win, actually, in the NASRA series as well. Cherry's, series champion. He knows how to handle it. Jeff Mack, of course, can lead a race and win races many times there. Rodriguez is up into P3 on the inside there. Trevor Williams, Hunter Parsons. Don't ever count out that pink machine there, the 54. He knows how to win races as well.
Oh, that's absolutely right.
Caution.
We got a yellow again. What is this for? I don't see anybody tumbling the order.
I don't actually as well, too, my friend. So
Check another little thing, but I do not see it.
See at 26 going a little bit slow there, Robert Richards. I don't know at the 48.
27 machine? 27 machine, maybe?
27 machine would be... no idea.
Yeah, we're trying to find it, everybody. I just see the 27 just now catching the pack. 26 was also running back, but I do not see.
Are you seeing a race number?
What is bringing this out?
See, no 27. Oh, you mean 27th place, Robert Richardson? But there's
I'm
Robert
the same way, but my
Richards,
track map is showing it.
There's Robert Richards and there's Robert Richardson. So how's that for? Let's go back and have a look. Could be around here, my friend.
Yeah, it had to be toward the back a little bit. Sorry, folks. We are just struggling to find it here.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's Robert Richards. Wow,
Robert Richardson.
No, it's before Robert Richards. It's Richardson.
Robert
Richardson. Wow.
Just a quick snap looser. That was a good catch, Dean. I could not find it anywhere on the map.
Yeah, we've got a couple of drivers coming in. JJ's a few drivers from the back coming in currently at the moment. Live pit stops, but have a look at the snap. There it is. He called it. Ooh.
Yeah, it's got a little piece of that apron.
Yep.
Yep, a little bit of that apron. Not happy.
We do have live race control. I'd like to ask Cody as to why that was a caution, because I don't think it was going to cause any other incidents there. That's an iRacing caution, per se.
Yeah, I think when he backed it up into the traffic lane, even if nothing's coming, that's just an iRacing called caution.
Yeah.
And look who got the lead out of all this mess. Mr. Mongol.
Yep.
To the front.
And Buzzy didn't turn his camera on, so sorry, Buzzy. You don't get no camera time at the moment. You're $1 short, Buzz. You have to turn it on before the broadcast, not during or after. Maybe because I like
all
Buzzy,
right.
I might take care of it for him, but...
Well, yes.
We shall see.
As you said, we do have Steve Barnett on pit road. He's there for an extended period, so he's getting damage fixed. Robert Richardson's getting damage fixed. He has been in there for quite some time. I think everybody else came in topped off. There's Buzz.
Yep. You're lucky, Buzz. I already had your camera set up, mate.
Is that the Nürburgring up there?
Yes, it is. Nordschleife.
Ah, I figured that's about the only track in the world with 240 corners. Look at that thing.
Yeah, Buzz has got his lights on as well, too. Sometimes he sits in the dark there if he's Goodyear. There he is. He's listening.
G'day, Buzzy.
Buzz, turn your camera on earlier next time, mate. But I got you. Only because I love you there, Buzz. Could this be the night that Buzzy wins the race, my friend? He's got a challenge with Merck, and Merck's got his camera on as well too. So sorry, Buzz. I'll show you Jeff Merck. There he is. And
he's still looking pretty calm and cool.
He is. He is. Mama Merck will be out there somewhere.
Yeah,
She paid for the rig, by the way, too. So, Jeff Merck.
She did?
Yeah. Not Mama Merck, Jeff Merck's wife, Dawn.
That's why she's the car owner. I always wondered.
She is. She's paid for that rig, Jeff Merck. So, why don't you get her a race win? Give her investment for her money.
Yeah. Man, we got a couple guys. We got a bunch of winners up here in the front. We've seen Josh get a win this year. He's running there in that Hendrix.com, #1. Buzzy's had some great runs at these super speedways, so I'll be pulling for the 12. But like we talk about, these tracks are so much. There is skill involved. There's no question, but it's so much about luck and positioning when you need to be there. So keep the track position, stay out of trouble, and we'll all have everybody in the field will have a chance, to be honest.
That's true in the ARCA series as well, too, my friend. No get out of jail free cards. You get damage to your car, you have to go down to pit lane and repair it, and you have basically 118 laps to get it done. Back to green flag.
Yeah, big jump out of Buzzy and Josh there. We're going to see a big push out of Cherry on Merck. These guys will close it back up here pretty quick. But we saw a while ago, Dean, what surprised me with Cofield's group and that they were just 3 cars and they were running equal lap times, if not better, than the leaders. So we can see the 3-4 cars can't do this.
Whoa.
Oh, my God, there goes Cherry. Oh, that's Merck.
That's Merck.
Jeff
Huge.
Merck. What is happening? Merck, Tony Burleson there.
Yeah, Burlington. Who else is involved in that one? Now Merck's chewing on his gum.
Yeah, I feel like that was a push into the corner possibly, and we cannot do that with these machines.
Let's find out in our Pultz Poppers replay at the moment. It's a little push, isn't it?
Little push.
54 into the...
Oh. No, just a bad push. Yeah, that's crazy.
So...
Looked like he had it pretty squared up, too. Yeah, Cherry. I mean, it looks pretty squared up. Pretty odd.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's kind of seemed to like, that's a square push too, right? You're down the back straight away. It's not in a,
yeah,
in a
it looks
corner.
good.
Yeah. That could be the old NC word, isn't it? That could be.
It very well. That's so weird. I mean, looks like he might have got the rear end jacked up a little bit, but that is super odd because this is off the corner
Yeah, down
coming
this,
in. I mean, they're in a straight. Yeah.
yeah, straight away at this point. A bump draft shouldn't really cause that, but look at the lift that he gets too.
Yeah, several guys again, like, oh my God, oh, Clemens sneaking by. Oh, wow. All right, Blanchard just squeezed on Peyton, got a little bit there. See Burleson up against the wall. Wow, what a start to this thing, Dean.
Yeah, you watch on the exit as well too. So the bump draft should be good at this point. There's a little side draft, but right here it snaps. Bang! Hard lick. Everybody scatters like rats in a sewer, as Wesley would say. 79 goes down the inside, which is Anthony Burlington. Merck just spins it around like nothing happened, although there's a ton of damage, no doubt, to the number 60. And
yes.
Bob's your uncle. I think everybody continues on. So really, the only two cars that got major damage, I'd say, in that one were Jeff Merck there and Anthony Burlington. Aside from that, my friend, I think it's game on.
Yeah, Matt Cherry also on the pit road. He's getting damage repair right now. Barnett back down, repairing more damage. Robert Richardson, more damage getting repaired. Josh Clemens, I think he got a little bit because he is also down. Several guys getting damage repair right here.
And there you have it. Yeah. Don't know if you want to pull in Jeff Merck for a chinwag on that one, my friend, and ask him what the.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah. I don't know if he's in the chat. Yeah, he is. He's down there in Channel 6 with Blanchard. I'll pull him in if you want, mate.
Yeah, I don't have permission, I guess. Every time I try, it never does.
You're the boss.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be, man. Yeah, pull him on up here. We'll ask about that because that's very, very odd.
I'll get him up. Jeff Merck.
Hey, Jeff.
We got you quickly in the broadcast with, hey, can you believe you can fly, Merck? Because you almost did.
Almost got there. A little more speed. I think I could have got it off the ground.
Hey, Jeff, that looked like a good push right there. Everything looked good. Was it just something I don't know, did you get your rear end jacked up or something?
And if you watch it, if you watch these cars, like off of turn 2, if you look, his whole nose is inside my rear bumper. And then he just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm sure he's not very petty, but I'm not sure if he's in there over Hunter Parsons or not. But
Merck, it was on the straightaway. It was wasn't on the exit, the push. I mean, the exit's on push, you can imagine, but on the straightaway, and then all of a sudden you just get completely turned. It seemed a bit strange.
Yeah, he just, you can push in these cars, but after a certain amount of time being locked on, it just, we call it a bumper hook. You just, nothing really you can do to save it. If you do my end car, you can see me trying to save it, but he just kept pushing and around I went.
We're about to go green there. You've got the meatball flag there, Merck. Any idea how much repair time you have?
Oh no, too much damage. If you watch the replay when my car turns sideways, the left front just snaps off and lays flat on the track. So, yeah, race over.
That sucks. All right, buddy. Well, we just wanted to see how it felt, because that just looked like a good push, but you made a good explanation here, so we appreciate it, Jeff.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, buddy. Back to green we go. We'll have Dean move Jeff back down. But here we go. We got Buzzy, Hunter, all these boys. Rodriguez up here. Chris Ellis starting to make his way.
Here comes Parsons.
Yeah, this has been an auspicious beginning. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I hope I put Jeff Merck back in the right channel, my friend. I'm not usually doing that. As I'm pushing all the buttons there. It's Buzzy Mongold's trying to hold off Hunter Parsons. Buzzy up 2. Tell you what, good qualifying performance for the what do you call it? The Nordschleife man here, the man that can drive left and right. Remember that, my friend?
Yeah.
Buzz is good in the GT3 cars and road courses.
Yeah, Buzzy's really starting to get a handle on these machines. We've seen a lot better runs out of it lately. So, but here comes the outside lane. Looks like Jeremiah Holton. He's hooked up there. The biggest mover right now, Timothy Hammond. Shane Trotter's up 16. Hammond's up 19. So a lot of this calamity is helping the guys from the back move to the front. Ooh, Hunter, man. Not sure exactly what was going on there.
He's going to try something on the outside.
Yeah, him and Chris Ellis going to try the outside right here.
How about that for Ellis, my friend? He's up 12 at the moment, hovering around that P3, P2 position. As he's going to hook up there with Parsons. And they're going to get that outside lane working. In fact, Jeremiah Holt as well, too, for the 74 is going to get that outside. So Buzz needs a few people to hook up on the inside at the moment there. But tell you what, my friend, this could be a prelude into what's going to happen later in this race there. To get that outside lane roll, it's just engaged nitro boost.
Yeah, it's better for momentum. We saw how fast Holt was able to catch up with his front group. He was pretty far back when I first called, and then the next two corners, he was right there. So we'll see what the bottom can do. They're definitely going to need a little more help right now. We basically just, 3-4 cars, but they're separated a bit. They need to tighten it back up. Hopefully they can move themselves forward, starting to work lap 32 as we get across the line right here. Still got 28 laps before the competition caution. Hopefully these guys can get some green flag running in and kind of see what these cars got, Dean.
You're right, and we're looking at about 52 laps to a tank at the moment too in this race, but we don't have to worry about that before the competition caution. As you mentioned, they'll be in lap 60. They'll definitely be able to make a run because they all boxed pit stops back on lap. That's why I say liking box better than pit stops. Back on lap 16, so they should have enough to go to the end here. A lot of big gainers at the moment are starting to show their colours in the top 10. That outside lane is strong, my friend. You got to think Buzzy's down there in P9 now as they got it cranking. A bit of three-wide action in the back here.
Oh, look out. Yep. 3 wide right here. Got Cofield in the middle, 17 a Trotter. Got Peyton Johnson bringing it up the middle right here. Adam White back into it, so he didn't get sustained too much damage. He's able to continue on. But yeah, this outside line's starting to show the strength, but that's also numbers. They've had the numbers for a little bit here, and they've just been able to roll right around the outside. But Peyton and Cofield, they're going to try to hook up with Trotter and Buzzy, see if they can bring it to the front.
Mark Caulfield representing the Caulfield name, which is strong when it comes to esports motor racing. Mark Caulfield did a solid job too the other day in the DSR Electric Series. He was running up the front for quite some time, and of course, then we go to Jonathan Caulfield. He's the way that can always finish a race there. But to tell you what, Mark Caulfield, I would pencil that in your name of drivers potentially that you would not, the ones that you're going to be looking out for at the end of the season, because Mark Caulfield is just improving and improving and improving. Just the likes, as we mentioned too as well, to Buzzy Mongold there, and we got to Jeremiah Holt. We got some new names here. Adam Likey as well too. That's another name I have to say, Mike, that has been improvement this season so far as well too, because Adam Likey's qualifying performance is pretty brilliant. He's been up the front there for a majority of races early. Adam can get out the gate early. Adam Likey just needs to finish stronger at the end of the races, and he's going to be one to watch.
I 100% agree with that. And another name, Curtis Banks. Making big improvements, making big steps forward. But Cofield, every week we're starting to see, we saw it at Rockingham, we've seen it a couple other times. He is really starting to get a handle on these machines, and I don't think he's been on a service all that long. So for him to be catching up with some of the guys that are out here, it's very impressive out of him as we see these guys, they're just going to keep this top line rolling as they've just got Josh stuck on the bottom. He's loose down there. Cofield's down there. Hold on to it.
Hold on to it, Josh. You can see that wiggle and jiggle and a bobble and a giggle, as Wesley would say. Tucks up in front of the 57 of Mark Caulfield. Get that inside lane happening. Plenty of time to go, gentlemen, until the competition caution coming up. At the moment, we're on lap 37. We will go to the caution of lap 60. So, got your time. Some of the drivers might like to go on the inside at the moment. They're still hovering to the outside at the moment, led by Hunter Parsons, 54. They put it on pole as well, too. So it's back to the front where he started the race.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to the Carson and Jonathan, the Woodward brothers there. They are starting to move forward. See Carson on the outside. He's running 9th. 2 cars behind him, his brother Jonathan. So starting to move their way to the front. But yeah, there you go. There's the chat group. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy Phillips there. It says, woohoo, go Curtis Banks. And as I said, Curtis making huge improvements lately. So it's great to see. Competition is getting tighter and tighter every day.
Here's Curtis at the moment too. You ask and you shall receive. There he is currently in that 777, running in the double ones of 11th place. And look at that. It just seems a handful at the moment, the dirty air, isn't it? That wall looks like it can come out and absolutely bite you. He's on the outside line. He's got a car on the inside. He's following Carson Woodward there. Buzzy Mongols on the inside there. There's a 15 of Peyton Johnson. Geez, these cars look like an absolute handful, my friend. He might need Blanchard's, that towing company that's in the front of his hood there, if it gets in too much trouble.
Oh, they're absolutely a handful. You can watch Woodward right here. I believe that's Carson. He's just wiggling all over the place. These things are hard to hold. They're starting to get a little bit loose. Then you get behind the car and all of a sudden they're tight. And like you said, and we talked about before, that wall does not play around coming out of 4 right there. Real easy to get up there. And these guys are, wow, there it is.
Yeah, the tank's like a
little bit. We got lap traffic, one behind another, coming up here soon. So we'll see how these guys are able to negotiate that.
Wow. Tell you what, my friend, it's like trying to drive a tractor, isn't it, through a mud field? Look at these cars, they're all around the place. Let's see how Hunter Parsons and Chris Ellis can deal with this traffic coming up very soon, as you mentioned. I know, actually, I think the traffic went in a pit lane, my friend. So I know it's the it's Robert Richardson as well. They'll picture just the one car. Let's see how Hunter Parsons will navigate that. Go outside.
See if he gets down.
Outside. Clear left. Clear left. Clear left. That's what his spotter will be telling him. And the rest of the field, he gets out of the way.
Yeah, did the right thing. Did the right thing.
Yep, we got a caution, but
oh, we still got a yellow.
It's Cherry and. Who else is
Somebody else turned around up the wall there.
Joshua Perkins, I think.
Joshua Perkins, yeah, I think so. Wow, that's kind of odd running toward the back of the pack there. Yeah, we'll just have to get a look at the old Bass Tracker boats, see what happens there.
So he's out of the way here. Look at this. He's on the inside apron, goes a little loosey-goosey, gets in that little groove, doesn't he? So we're keeping an eye here on the 19. Oh, now he's got some fast cars approaching drastically here. Now I'm just going to back it up for a second because he gets out of the way from the pack. He's getting lapped. You might want to explain this one, my friend, Mr. Mike, as a racing driver. So he's out of the way here. He's going to come back on the apron when he gets the speed up, but he's got 2 cars approaching rapidly. So what happens here?
Well, he does not have his relative turned on, apparently, and does not even know they're there.
Oh.
And by the time he's nowhere to go, he has no awareness that those cars are approaching right there.
Yeah, who were the cars as well, too, that hit him?
Matt Cherry, and I got to think of the other red one. Might have been Tyler Justice, maybe.
Yeah, we'll go on board with yeah, you're right. So this is Matt Cherry just behind the other car. And so this guy's going to see him coming up soon, right? He's there predictable, and then I don't think they estimated the speed, right? Bang!
Well, it's one thing. If he would have stayed up high, they were going to negotiate it low, but he decided to go from high to low, and that's a little squirrely. I think somebody have to have a talk with him about that.
Yeah, Cody Knott will be in race control as well too. So just following here, you want to have a look at real-time speed. So you got the 69 machine, and then it is difficult, isn't it? He was in the middle. I don't think he drastically moved, but I don't know.
He was up high, and then Hammond saw him start to move low. He dove out of there, and then Cherry, by the time all he can see is the back of Hammond's car. So by the time Hammond moves, it's boom.
Yeah.
That is poor. It's just poor situational awareness.
So Hammond's going to see this guy. So it looks like a big, huge speed difference.
Now watch out. Goes through the middle.
Oh, no.
Comes back down.
Yeah, didn't become predictable at that point. Yeah, from Hammond's perspective, I'd have to say that Perkins was a hard car to try and navigate around. It's like a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, it's just real bad. Real bad situational awareness. That's why you need your relative on when you're running. You need to know when guys are approaching. So I'm talking about relative. Everybody in the chat
Mike,
doesn't understand.
because I'm not a racing driver, my friend. So you say turn your relative on. What does that mean?
Okay, so each car has a black box. It'll take care of what you want to do pitting. It'll show your fuel. It'll show this, but there's a box that's called a relative, and it'll show your positioning with other cars around you. It'll show a certain amount. It'll show them closing or pulling away. It shows you each car you're around, whether you're, there's different colors for lap down cars or for lead pack cars, but it's about that big on the side. You see your wrench wrangler box. That's what you'll see. It'll show a certain amount of cars, and it'll show your spacing from those cars. And he obviously had no idea those guys were coming.
But Mike, wouldn't that be like, to me, that looked like a 20-second gap closed down to a 2-second gap in about 3 seconds. So
it certainly did.
If you're looking at that, is there anything that alerts you or some sort of like spotter that indicates to go cars approaching drastically fast, move out of the way? If you take your eyes off the screen for a second, you probably would have missed that. You blink and you missed it.
Yeah, they will usually not tell you they're approaching. It's only inside, outside, clear, all that. But
right.
It's all about your situational awareness. As I said, he knew he had slowed. He had slowed way down to let the pack go by, which is one thing that hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just that you got to pick a lane and stay in a lane, and the other guys can negotiate. You can't be moving back and forth.
Yeah, you got it. I always say, and it matters for road courses as well too. If you have a spin, you come back on course. Be predictable is probably the key, isn't it? Because that way everybody can like move around. If you hold your brakes, if you'll spin back on a track there, so that people, if you're in the middle of a track, okay, one thing, don't move, hold your brakes.
Yeah, that's exactly right there. That's it. If he'd have stayed in the middle lane, they would have dug down low. They would have negotiated him. We'd have had no problems. So it's just a late movement. Right. Oh, well, we're back to green now.
Yeah. Cody Knott in race control as well, too. Probably on the horn there. And Joshua Perkins, unfortunately, is still in pit road for 3 minutes to change. Probably don't see a meatball flag for him. He's got some damage there. But Perkins, Allens, Holt, Likey, Clemens, Rodriguez, and Woodward are in the top 7.
Yeah, starting to see a few new names pop up there. See, Mark Cofield's going to try the middle right there. I don't know if that's a great move. Oh, God, we got guys bouncing ever, and there's another one.
I think it's...
Jonathan Woodward is involved. Mark Cofield, I believe, is involved. I just said I didn't know if that 3-wide move was great.
Yeah, a bit early, isn't it, too? Meatball flag, too, for Cofield, as you said. Just as we were praising how well Mark Cofield's done, that car is... If he can limp it back to pit lane...
I need to get back, try to get some repairs done. But yeah, he was 3 wide. I think he got a little right hook here, kind of what it looked like. We'll take a look at it. See him in the middle there. You see Curtis up on top. See, we've cursed both guys now.
Yeah, we have.
It seemed like I do that a lot. Mark's trying to slot himself. It looks good so far. Robbie Richards.
Oh, it's the 77 in the fence. And
both of them. Robbie just followed Curtis into the fence. They bounce off and they take out Cofield.
Yeah,
I got to stop talking about folks. Man.
So the 48 here is Richards. So you can see this up the road. He's probably seen 3 wide. He's going, oh boy, all right, this is getting dangerous. And then you watch this. There'll be a little tank slapper into the fence for the 77. He has to react. Gets in the 57.
Yep.
Stays on the throttle, of course, hugs up the fence, which is a clever thing to do. Probably his steering wheel's broke as well too, and that's all she wrote, my friend. We did have pit stop for that caution as well, but
we got lots of folks on pit road. Probably hoping just to flip the stages. We have 10 laps basically left before the competition caution. So, yeah, I'm just trying to make sense of all this, wait for the scoring to work its way around.
Yeah. Well, Parsons,
we'll see where we're at.
Rodriguez, Johnson, Woodward, and Ellis and all that did come down. So but remember, too, it's a competition caution, Mike. So you don't get any points. It's not a stage break. So what they've elected to do is come down, fuel up, get some full freshies and stuff like that, and then split the strategy, which is about half the field at the moment, split that strategy, which is interesting. So it's left, well, not half the field, 3/4 of the field. It's left the top 5 drivers, or give or take, haven't come down since a little bit of time, and I'll show you that information. I'm not usually used to commentating and pushing buttons at the same time, but there it is. So 24, 28, 32, 32, 32 that they've run. But look at that. All the fresh drivers, including Keith Haney, that's actually probably, you'd have to say, a little bit better than Hunter Parsons at the moment there on the fuel strategy. They got to split it up, aren't they?
Yeah, they seem like they're going to try to split it. And when you say it's competition caution, it's not a mandatory pit stop. So if you want to try to flip it here and have these guys maybe come in after the next caution at lap 60, then you can flip a little track position. I don't think your tires will be too degraded by then. So we just have to wait and see. They should be getting line 2 by 2. Here they go. A few new players up here. They got Timothy Hammond back in the mix after we saw him just miss that. We got Tyler Goodwin. He's right up here in the front. Lighty. Got Josh Clemens in the lead. And then, of course, Chris Blanchard. I told you, watch out for the 9. If he stays out of trouble, he's fantastic at these type of tracks. But yeah, this is going to get interesting with a few guys on freshies behind them and some other guys with not freshies in front.
And that's my question as well, too, as a racing driver there, Mike. This track, freshies versus non-freshies, are they going to just run all over them, or it's going to be a struggle?
I think it'll help a bunch, if you want to know the truth. As I said, I haven't ran a ton here, but I've ran enough to know you cannot run wide open once they start to wear. We've seen the wiggling and all that type of stuff, a little bit of checking up. You can run wide open for 5, 8 laps, something in there, unless these cars are completely different than what I'm aware of. But usually you can go wide open for a short time. So we may see them try to come to the front quickly, but I don't think they need to, Dean. I think they're just probably trying to save their tire, flip the stage when these guys pit here at lap 60 at the competition caution.
I give it to Joshua Clemens as well, too. He spent almost 2 minutes in pit lane. He's up 13 places. He's currently in the lead. Keith Haney as well, too, spent at least a minute and changed in pit lane. And he's still on the lead lap. So staying out has paid off for these guys. How long will it pay off? Those guys on fresh boots a little bit further back there. Keep an eye on Keith Haney. And then the rest of the field there. Hunter Parsons, Chris Ellis and stuff like that. How quickly can they get through? But hey, track position is key currently at the moment. Clemens in the lead.
And it's absolutely key right now. Like I said, I don't think anybody's going to try to open a third lane here. Not this early in the race. I'm sure they will later. But we'll just have to wait and see. And as you said, kudos for Clemens and Haney. And then, well, we got several guys that, Curtis Banks, minute 13 on pit road, stayed on the lead lap. Also, Robert Richardson, he's over a minute and 15, stayed on the lead lap. So these guys still giving themselves a chance here.
And here comes Tyler Goodwin on the inside there. He says, I'll take the inside lane, thank you very much. We did see the inside lane working, but tell you what, for the number 13, if you get somebody hook up on you, once again, they're going to make it difficult for the other drivers on those fresh boots to really make a difference here. But then again, Keith Haney is. Told you about Keith Haney. He's the one on the fresher boots at the moment. He just pitted in lap 43. We're on lap 53. And he's, what are we going to say? Getting his red panties or... and I'm not going to go
there. Got them all in a bunch. Yeah. Got them all in a bunch, man.
Got them all in a bunch. There you go.
Now here we go. We're seeing the same thing we were seeing. The top lane.
Oh,
Chris. What is Blanchard doing? Side drafting's hard from the bottom, bud.
Yeah. Chris Blanchard, of course, one of the fantastic sponsors. As Chris goes down the inside there. I'll tell you what, the good thing about Chris Blanchard, my friend, is that if push comes to shove, he can tow anybody out of this track if needed.
That's a fact.
Yeah. And look at that. Look at the low side again, my friend. If you don't get the cars bunching up on that, it's like just punch in the face with air, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you need some help down here. That's where Ellis should have went. Oh, my God. Hold on there, boys. They just kind of stuck Chris. Oh, we got another guy on the wall there. But the 13 slapped it a little bit. But Ellis, they just kind of hung him out to dry all of a sudden. I mean, straight to the back he goes.
Yeah, that's Hunter Parsons moving up there as well, too. Trying to keep an eye on the number 9 takes the inside. That's Blanchard once again. He's just holding that inside line there. Still led by Clemens. I tell you, give it to him. And not just to mention Keith Haney as well, too. Drivers have spent a ton of time in pit lane at the moment, like at least a couple of minutes. And you think a couple of minutes in pit lane is not a lot, but we're talking at basically short speedways. We're having it at Darren's Detail and Shine 216, my friend, for the Pultz Poppers ARCA series. It's a bit of time. And here comes Adam Leica in the inside. He said, okay, let's get it going. And on the bumper there of Keith Haney, if they get the inside line working, it might work quite well.
Yeah, he's going to need a little harder push out of Blanchard, but Timothy Hammond here, he can't be pushing while Blanchard's pushing, so they're trying to keep that spacing. Hard stuff to do here, folks, as we watch. Come roaring out at 2. I mean, like as you said, shout out to Josh Clemens. He's had some unbelievably bad luck this year. He had a little bit today, but able to make some repairs. Obviously got some speed in the machine. Able to hold the lead. Let's see if they drop through the bottom or stay up high.
Oh, he's going.
Kind of splitting the difference in the middle of the corner there.
And the one thing, Mike, these guys know at the moment they've got a couple laps until the competition caution. So do you really want to risk it for the biscuit and cause the caution before the caution? Or are you going to go through there?
No.
And then remember, these drivers at the moment, like Clemens and stuff like that haven't come down to pit road recently, well, they have an opportunity now to go to pit road. They're not going to stage points, but there's no point for them staying out. And it'll actually put the pressure on the other drivers that did come to the pit lane. Do they take that opportunity in this competition caution to come down, or do they stay out and get track position? We're going to wreck.
Oh, huge wreck. It's not going to matter now.
Yeah,
that
it won't
looked like
matter now.
Blanchard, Ellis, Carson Woodward got a piece. This is just crazy. These little bitty pushes are how loose these cars are right now.
And that will basically throw the competition caution out anyway at lap 60 because we're going to have one now. So this is what you mentioned, Mike. You can see.
I mean, good one in the middle.
There it is.
A little bit of the N-word, and then around we go.
Yeah,
Curtis Banks again. We should have never talked about Curtis. Sorry, Tammy.
The 9 into just a tap into the 13. Hunter Parsons as well, on the outside lane there. Gets involved. Don't counter him out, but 32 gets in there.
Oh, huge hit right ahead of that. I don't know who came down and then inside, but that was a huge hit. Yeah, this should take us through the competition caution, but somebody shot down here and then just KO'd this wall. We'll just have to see. Like I said, Trotter's moving down. Blanchard's coming up just a bit. And you see I think it started with the NC.
Yeah. And more importantly,
that's Anthony Harden.
Yeah, we got pit stops as well too, but not everybody. So Clemens and stuff like that will come in as to be expected, my friend.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just wondering what the situation will be with some of the other drivers as well. Trying to push some buttons at the same time, and
that's all right. This top 5, the top 5 that have stayed out, they pitted on lap 48. So they're just flipping the track position as we were talking about. Everyone else on pit road, either taking tires, taking fuel, or getting damage repairs. So you're going to have Peyton Johnson's going to inherit the lead. Josh Rodriguez to be second, Shane Trotter third, Buzzy Mongol to be fourth, and Trevor Williams will be scored fifth. All those guys pitted on lap 48. Everyone else now taking advantage of their pit stop. And what do you say, Dean? Let us take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We'll reshuffle everything as we're bringing you the Darren Detail and Shine 215 from Echo Park Speedway. Be right back, everybody.
Starbase 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic books, action figures, posters, autographs, Funko Pops, and many other collectibles. If you can't make it live, fly on over to our eBay and Amazon stores. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because being informed is part of the battle. Starbase 1552 Comics is a proud supporter of the iRacing's North American Sim Racing Association League. Starbase 1552 Comics. Reclaim your childhood.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Welcome back. Echo Park Speedway running the Darren Detail and Shine 215. We're working the competition caution. Lights should be off. I can't quite tell. Look like they're off. So we're getting ready to go back to green right here. Working lap 62. Well, we'll start on a start lap 62. My fault. I'm Mike McKinnon. I'm joined in the booth by best damn producer in the business, Mr. Dean Hopton. We're enjoying bringing it to you. We now have an 80-lap run. If we go that long, there'll be a live pit stop, no question. But we'll see how these guys negotiate the next 78 laps as Peyton Johnson gets a big start over Buzzy Mongold. He's going to have a push from Haney. That should be able to bring him back up to Peyton here. We'll see if this bottom line is much more organized. So we'll see if this thing's going to work at all, Dean. They're much more organized on the bottom right now.
Well, Chris Ellis, Richardson, and Woodward got a black flag as well too. You can see there in the bottom left of the screen there. So something's happened to those drivers. They were running back in 13, 14, and 15. They're going to have to go through and serve a penalty. Oh, Buzz is around. Buzz is around.
Oh my goodness. We're having one of them days.
You can see him swing that steering wheel to the left there, so I'm not quite sure exactly what happened there. Meatball flag too from Jonathan Woodward. So,
oh my goodness.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Jonathan's got meatball, and Buzz has a meatball flag as well too. So we'll go back and have a look at that one. Buzzy's scratching there, and I'm sure Buzz is probably saying a few choice words that we can't repeat on the air, but
I'm sure
we shall go back and have a look at what happened, my friend, after our caution before the competition caution, now the caution after the competition caution.
We just have to take a look here. See Buzzy moving down to the bottom. He's probably going to get a shove from Josh. A little too deep in the corner, Josh.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness. That got Clemens as well. Man cannot catch a break.
No,
that was too far in the corner.
Lemons, my friend, after getting all that repair and leading the race there for a couple of laps as well. Let's go back and have a look from the rear deck lid there of Buzzy. He's on and off the throttle, hear it? That's after the restart. And you watch this push.
Yeah, we know we cannot do that in the corner, boys. We know that.
Yeah, not even barely on the straightaway, right? As we've spoken to
no,
to Jeff Merck. He mentioned it earlier.
And a few more people coming down pit road, but we cannot push in the corners with these cars. These guys know this.
Who else was it you mentioned, my friend, that we should have a look at? Clemens,
Josh
was it?
Clemens. Yeah, he's just cruising back here, no problem. This is the luck this guy has. Let's see somebody skip down here. No big deal. Okay.
And it gets tapped. No. Oh, and it gets squeezed up in the fence.
Constantly getting bad luck. I mean, it's just over and over, and then that gets Woodward, as I said, he ended up with a meatball flag. Everybody wide open as the contact starts. So, I mean, that's just unfortunate for Joshua. It's just every week.
Yeah, Woodward's on the outside. He'll get clipped by that. As you're going to see, watch the pink machine. Gets a tap there from the one. He'll go around. These boys are just continuing on their journey like nothing ever happened. And then a car's going to come up, bang, gets tapped. Woodward gets squeezed into the fence there. Nowhere for him to go.
And Jeremiah Holt might got a little bit. Because he's on pit road. Yeah, Jeremiah Holt got more than a little bit. So he's already been on pit road for a minute. He's finally going to make his way. No, he's not. Carson Woodward's going to try to make his way out of pit road now. Buzzy's coming back out on track. poor Robert Richardson. He has made 7 trips down pit road. Oh, my goodness.
You can get the Luigi likes the pit stops award.
Absolutely.
Sponsored
7 stops so far.
Yeah. Well, back
Got
to
Matt Cherry.
Yeah.
Matt Cherry's 9 minutes, 17 seconds of damage repair. I mean,
Colefield's
we're
still
literally
down there
down.
for 17 minutes as well, too, mate. He's sitting on the damage clock there. So, but you get out there and sign some autographs with the fans that turned up for the fantastic event.
Might
here.
as well.
Yeah. Speaking of, my friend, the schedule as we're rocking through it at the moment, my friend.
Yeah, this should be interesting for everyone. We're going to leave a super speedway, and then we're going to take these things to Lime Rock Road Course. They're going to have to climb the hill, get a little air there back down the hill. That should be a fun one. And then, of course, Bristol, always a wild card. Never know what's going to happen there. But I like the Kentucky back on the schedule. Kentucky's one of those tracks people don't see much anymore, 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
Got a real fast 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 are very flat. So, yeah, it's going to be real interesting, Dean. As I said, it's shocking to me the seasons went by this quickly.
It has, as you mentioned, because we're only just, a short shoot away from the playoffs. And good to see the lady in black there, Darlington, as well, too. I don't think I've even been to Darlington in a short while, per se, in league racing, at least that I'm broadcasting as well, too. So that'll be an interesting one, as you meant Bristol as well. Bristol can be an absolute barn burner cracker of a race, or it could be an absolute caution fest. So let's see how that one pans out.
Yes. Yeah, we'll have to see how Bristol. That'll be the last one to see who gets into the playoffs as we back to green. We only have 14 cars on the lead lap we're showing right now. Everybody else at least 2 laps down. So Peyton Johnson. Finally, we got Trevor Williams getting some good luck for now. I'll probably jinx that by saying it. But up here with Haney, Hammond, Trotter, Lighty, Barnett, Steve Barnett, a lot of damage repair back into the mix here.
Well, Mike, you just mentioned every driver's name at the moment, so they're all jinxed.
Yeah, I got them all, didn't I?
You got them all, so you can't get in trouble now, mate. It's all good.
Well, I didn't mention Chris Ellis.
Oh, now
sorry,
you have.
Chris.
All right.
Now I got it.
It's still early days,
Buzzy
my
back
friend.
up there.
73 laps to go. A couple of cautions. Some of these drivers might get back into that. We've seen it before.
Oh yeah, we need to keep it green for a little bit. Of course, everybody now on pit road is over 3 laps down, so they're going to have probably way too much to overcome. So this is probably what we're going to see right here is these 14 cars are going to be battling it out.
Well, it's the big boys league as well, too. No fast repairs, no get out of jail free cards. This is not Monopoly, my friends. This is motor racing and the esports of NASRA. And these boys spend a lot of time and effort and a lot of money into racing. You should see some of the racing rigs that these boys spend money on. You saw Buzzy Mongol before, too, with the gloves and stuff like that, too. All that costs a pretty penny. Got fancy steering wheels, fancy racing rigs, screens, VR, you name it, my friend. And the wives aren't pretty happy sometimes about the money you spend on a hobby, but, when a wife's ever happy on the money you spend on a hobby.
Yeah, that's what I can't figure out. If I got more money in my rig or more in my golf clubs, I don't think she liked either one.
Well, let's see if you can get a hole-in-one, my friend. You can, of course. Have you ever hit a hole-in-one before?
No, I missed by about 3 inches. That's the closest I ever been. Terrible.
Hey, that's not too bad, my friend. It's like
Nah,
getting
not
a
too bad.
royal flush in poker. Doesn't happen too often.
I got to witness, I think, 2. My son got one right in front of me. That was fun to watch.
Oh, okay. There you go. Peyton Johnson in the lead, up 23 places, just holding off Williams. Ellis, as you mentioned before, he's climbed his way back there. Penny, Mongol's back in there. Shane Trotter, Timothy Hammond. Adam Likey's still hanging in there. Steve Barnett, back in P9 where he started this race, hovering around that position. As you mentioned, we have 14 cars in lead lap.
Yeah, 14 on the lead lap. And hey, the mullet man is in the chat. Glad to have you in there, Curtis. Not really. We'd like to be seeing you on the track there, buddy. But how about Buzzy? Give a shout out to his crew. He had a meatball flag down, fixed the wheel damage, whatever it was, and here he is. He drove it right back up to 5th.
See, Buzzy knows about, he's been in the league long enough, my friend, that poor Buzz hasn't even got a race win just yet in NASRA, but, you never know. Got to be in it to win it. The good thing I like about some of these drivers, and including Buzzy, is that, and you see the likes of Jonathan Caulfield and other championships as well too, Matt Cherry and stuff like that. Even though they get damaged early in a race, stuff like that, they just lift their heads up there and they just battle on. You know, you're never out of a fight, I say, until that checkered flag waves.
No, drivers like him and Raul Meza that we see all the time, you know, making so many starts, never give up.
Yep.
But this is one interesting thing I like right now. We have a huge possibility of seeing a first-time winner right now. A lot of the big favorites are gone. We got a few other guys in here. You know, Pultz, I believe. I don't know if Jeremiah. Yeah, didn't he get a win? I cannot remember. I think he got a win.
Oh, you didn't win.
And then Barnett,
stats, mate. Yeah.
And Barnett, I know Barnett has a win or two this year, but other than that, we got a chance to see a first-time winner tonight.
Yep, absolutely. We're going to win 3 wide action, and at the moment, don't go 4 wide, gentlemen. Are you kidding me? They say risking it for the biscuit, mate, but that's getting a little tight back here at the moment with Woodward, Ellis, Haney, Trotter, all shuffling for position at the moment, trying to decide whether or not they're going to go 2 wide, 3 wide, into the fence, upside down. I don't know. We've still got 6 laps to go, gentlemen. I would bite your time a little bit there. No fast repairs. Rodriguez in the mix.
Yeah, see, it's 16 of Woodward. He's getting back into it. He had a little damage. Lighty's had damage. Rodriguez has had damage. Barnett had damage. We saw Holden in the pits for a long time. I'm surprised that car has as much pace as it has right now. But here we go. Outside line. Absolutely dominating right now. That's where everybody wants to be. I think maybe they're just trying to log a little time right here, knock some laps out of this baby.
Yeah, and you'll see at the moment Trevor Williams on the back bumper there, Peyton Johnson. He's not electing to do anything too crazy to get the second line forming at the moment where they cover Buzzy, thinking about the inside line again. Remember, Buzzy did that last time and he got his nose to the front, but then again, to get enough people hooking up on the inside line there, he dropped a lot of pace. But he's going to gamble it again, my friend, so he's flipping the coin. He's got some friends and company behind him. Peyton Johnson going to hold off the outside line.
Oh, Rodriguez, I thought he was going around. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Dean, but what hurt that bottom line right there was Barnett dropped down with Hammond and then shot back up to the top and left that big gap. We see the bottom. It's starting to show a little pace right here. Peyton Johnson doing a great job up front. Trevor Williams right behind him, but Hammond and Mongold, Woodward and Trotter, they've also got some pace on the bottom.
I like the way that they're testing what could happen later in this race, of course, when push comes to shove and you want to win the race, because there's no stage breaks, only the competition caution is over. Do they have gas to go to the end, my friend, with 52 laps to go on a tank? No. So that you'll expect one more pit stop at least. If we get a caution coming up soon, I would be right on the bubble for some of these drivers to come down. That'll be about 10 laps short of tank of gas. That'll be a tricky one right now for the caution. But anytime you would get a caution, in at least in the next 10 or so laps, you'd expect everybody to come down, my friend. You would be really crazy to risk it for the biscuit. Unless, of course, you're outside the top 14 and you want to get your lap back, then yeah, you probably stay out. But at this point,
yeah, absolutely.
Top 14, you would come in.
You know, the only reason you'd probably stay out, maybe, you know, get a waiver round, something like that, but we do not have anybody that's only 1 lap down. So all of these drivers, if we get a caution now, all the top 14 guys in the next 10 laps, as you said, they'll be in their window fairly comfortably in the next 10. So we'll keep an eyeball on that. I don't think anybody's going to go for an undercut at this point. You want to keep your track position. So
yeah, we
may just have this right here for a little while. There's a few guys trying to do things, but this top lane's got it under control right now.
I think if you were to, if there's a caution after in the next 2 cautions, that'll be the risky thing. A little 3 wide action. Hammond, Likey, Woodward, who's on the high fence coming back down. You can still see Buzzy Mongold trying to hold off that inside apron. Now getting a little loosey-goosey, trying to hook up with him. That's the 69, isn't it, Hammond?
Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to something, a shout out real quick to something you never think of. Why guys win championships. Matt Cherry was 29th sit in the pits for 10 minutes. But he's came out here and he's turned laps and he's picked up 14 positions since then. So that's 14 more points in the bag that he would not have had just by coming back out, taking the time, and just to get the points. 14 points.
Absolutely right there for the number 45, Matt Cherry. Once again, that's a sign of a champion, my friend. Never give up, never surrender, continue. You never know how a race is going to go. Second line once again there, that Buzzy Mongol doesn't mind staying down the inside. They don't get the push, do they? But I think it's a prerequisite as to what could happen later on the race. Because if you get a late race caution, I'd say the inside line might be the way to go. But if he goes longer, where Peyton Johnson is leading these drivers currently at the moment, that's the gold place to be for the number 15, almost in the gold colours. Getting a huge push there from Trevor Williams. Be careful on that one, Trevor Williams. We saw the push down the back straight away earlier that Jeff Merck got, and we saw what happened to that. Jeff Merck unfortunately retired. He was in the fence.
Yeah, absolutely. These pushes can get a little out of control, and I kind of like what Peyton's doing right now. He's almost running what you would have ran at Old Atlanta. He's coming off the corner. He's diving it down low. Just put a little dirty air on the front of the other guys when he comes out of 4. I've seen him do it 3 or 4 times out of 4, but that's a textbook push and then get off of him in the corner. We keep seeing these incidents over and over again. Just a little too aggressive on the push, but Trevor doing a tremendous job tonight. Always brings speed. Always another one just keeps getting bit by the bad luck bug.
Once bitten, twice shy. Sticking
Absolutely.
with the outside lane. Good racing, green flag racing is what we'd like to see. Burning the gasoline, of course it's going to happen, my friend. Can't run these things on vapor, including to speak of. Let's have a look at the fuel tank currently at the moment for our race leader, Peyton Johnson. You can see getting down to about a quarter of a tank, my friend. So having a look at the last time they went down to pit road, that was on lap 38 laps since. We know that they can do about 52 laps to a tank here this evening, estimated. So can't go to the end, my friend, with 54 laps remaining in this race. What can they do?
No, but they can make it to where they can get to the end. The front 2 guys pitted on lap 48. Barnett lap 60, lap 64 for Buzzy, and Holt with that incident. So yeah, they're going to have to come down 12 laps before the other competitors do, but it will get them within their strategy to where they can make it to the end and barely come.
Now, if you have to go green flag pit stops in that period of time, do you call a couple of your dancing partners and say, hey, would you like to come down the barn and get 4 freshies and some gasoline? Or do you go it alone?
Well, I would like to have some friends. There's only 3 people on this strategy. Shane Trotter is the only other person on lead lap with that strategy. So hopefully, maybe he's thinking he can hook up with them as well. You'll see him in the 17 here. Right around in there somewhere. But he's also pitted on lap 48. So you could have 3 cars. And like I said earlier, we saw 3 cars keep pace with what the front was running. So we'll just have to wait and see here.
How about Chris Ellis?
I would say they're all going to come and take tires, too.
Yeah.
Chris Ellis.
Involved in an incident as well, too. He had to spend a minute and change. In fact, a lot of these drivers have actually spent... You got Barnett, Holt, Mongold, Ellis, and Woodward that have spent at least a minute and change down pit road. Whoa! Buzz. Careful.
Oh, Hammond cut him a break.
A 3-wide action here. Buzz is going to stick to the apron. 32's in the middle. He's on the outside.
Woodward on the outside.
Oh, that's...
There's that 17 we were talking about.
Yep. Don't bite
right
your
behind
nails.
the 16. Yeah. Oh, that's what we're talking about. If they try 3 wide later, that's the spot that you have to watch.
It could be a dress rehearsal, isn't it? For the final show. Wow, the inside there. Rodriguez.
Whoa, Josh.
Engage Nitro boost for the number 1. He could take about 3 cars now.
Yeah, he's throwing that Ross Chastain line in there. Drive it down the hill and out of the corner.
tell you what, you had a day late and a dollar short in that one. There would have been a 3-car pile-up wreck at least. But these guys are professionals. I mean, it looks crazy for us up here, Mike, but they do this for a living, my friend. These guys just do this day in, day out, of course, on the NASRA 360 Racing Network, and not just the ARCA series, they do it for many of the truck series, the Concerns Police Survivors, DSR Electric, and including, of course, the the Prosper Endurance series as well, too. You have to turn left and right, and completely different cars. Trevor Williams still giving Peyton Johnson a push there for you.
Yeah, these guys race all the time. I mean, that's it. Oh, another bad push. Good save there by Ellis. Ooh, that was a close one. But as we said, Johnson and Williams are going to want to keep the front here. So when they need to get to the bottom, they can, because they're going to need to, here before too long, not too much further on the fuel. So they're in this perfect spot to be where you'll know when they're going to pit. They'll move to the bottom before they do that. But,
yeah, they got the ability to do it, isn't it? It's only if you go a little bit further back to keep painting and stuff like that. They can't cut back down, can they? Because on the outside lane, they've got cars in the way. Rodriguez and so forth are there. So these guys at the front, as you mentioned, up to Steve Barnett. But after that, you can't cut down. So if you're thinking about coming a pit stop soon, that gap is shrinking pretty quickly now, and you're going to know, as you said, they're going to come down and cover off the inside line, and they're going to be happy to stay up here for a handful more laps, because that door's going to close pretty quickly. And then guess what? You can't just cut down into the inside apron and go into pit lane. You're going to have to either yield or speed up. At this point, I'm not quite sure, my friend. Keep an eye on Rodriguez on number one.
Yeah, he's starting to try to close that door on these boys. Bringing Ellis right there with him. I think got Timothy Hammond down there. He's having a really quiet, good race. Buzzy staying right in there. But yeah, you got to keep an eye. If they close this door,
it's closed now.
It's closed.
It's closed.
This is it.
You're on the outside lane, my friend. If you want to go to the pit lane, what do? You can't really lift off. You got a ton of cars behind you. The inside line now controls pit stops.
Yes, absolutely. If they're playing the strategy that way, that's what they needed to do. Close it down, which they have. Now, Trevor's going to give another good push for Peyton. That's going to give them an opportunity. We'll see if they want to try to cover this off. Unless they're all in the same chat, I don't agree that they are.
And think about this too. Rodriguez, mate, he's got a lot. Oh!
Whoa!
And speaking of Rodriguez, my friend, he comes actually down on the inside apron. I'm commentating cursing drivers now. But he's the one that could control the pit stops for the rest of the drivers, because I was just about to mention he had done only 32 laps since the last pit stops. The other drivers, you can see Johnson and Williams, they've done 49 laps. So now it's up to Steve Barnett whether he wants to try to dictate the inside line, whoever's down there at the moment. And he's not actually Steve Barnett, isn't it? I think he'd have to go a little bit further, but those guys on more fuel can just, I would essentially block the outside lane, mate. I would basically hold them up as much as possible so they're running out of gas if you can. Or force them just to slow down.
Yeah, I think they'd love to do that. Yeah, I think they'd love to, but I don't know if Woodward, he's going to need a little more help. I think we got about 5 laps if we figure in that little short stint of caution right after we went back after the competition. So maybe after this, maybe 4 laps, I think these guys are going to have to come down. At least Peyton Johnson, he's led this group the entire time, so he's burning a little more fuel.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see, but I think it's getting real, real close.
Yeah, Woodward and Peyton Johnson, the ones that have been out a little bit longer than the rest of the field here, several of their fuel tanks that they have. Yeah, they're burning it, my friend. Now, as I said, if you're Woodward, right here for the number 16, you get up there at the moment, mate, and prevent them from coming down the pit road. Make them run out of gas. Get the 69 to push you as well, too, from Timothy Hammond. 42 on the outside for Barnett. Barnett's looking okay as well, too, on gas. So he gets to survive a few more laps. But this is where you want your strategy to be in play. Problem is, at the moment, they haven't cleared them. Peyton Johnson and Trevor Williams might start thinking about coming down that inside apron soon. Otherwise, that door may be shut, my friend.
Yeah, Trotter made his way to the bottom. He is 4th in line behind Lighty, so he can get in a position to make his pit stop. Right there in front of Buzzy, you see him 4th in line. Oh, he's going to move back high again. Oh, okay. Well, make a liar out of me, Shane. He's going to have to get, these guys are going to have to come here pretty quick.
They will, and they're not doing it just yet, my friend. You got a bit of lap traffic at the moment. You're definitely not going the inside ape at the moment. That's getting past the lap car there of the 14th place there of Robert Richardson. Not a while. But that won't shut the door because on the back stretch. But it will throw a spanner in the mix. Can the 16 there of Woodward get a little boost?
Oh, here we go. Got a wreck. No yellow? Oh my God, there we go. I saw it back there. Looked like Buzzy might have been involved.
Yeah, it's Buzz. Oh. Well, now they're coming down. That's a guarantee.
Yeah, everybody's coming now.
Yeah. Oh, I would have liked to see green flag pit stops, but unfortunately, it is.
No.
Is this the lap traffic that's coming to play there, or something up the road? That's not Buzzy, actually. There's a checkup. There it is.
Yeah, Holton Haney got into the wall, accordioned it, and there's Matt Cherry again. Getting some more, Burleson getting some more, Buzzy getting some more. Yeah, look, it just looked like Haney and Holt. They kind of got the Velcro wall here. Somebody got into it and just, accordioned it all up. Lighty able to get through here? Not quite.
Is it? There it is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Ellis involved. Not a ton of damage, I don't think, for Lighty, but yeah, Haney, Holt, they get the Velcro wall there. They accordion it back to Ellis. Cherry's right there. Then he's trying to negotiate lap traffic. He got nowhere to go. Bang, bang. Comes Buzzy. Oh. And Burleson's all the way out of the way, still gets hit. Everybody on pit road. Everybody.
As to be expected, yeah, exactly. I mean, drivers at the moment were a little bit short. Some drivers desperately need to go down, including, of course, Trevor Williams. Some of the other drivers could have survived another 10 or so laps before they needed to come down. But, of course, if this potentially is the last pit stop you can possibly take at the race, you take it under a caution. There's no point in trying to do it green flag racing. Race at a pit rain. Timothy Hammond gets the jump on Peyton Johnson and Trevor Williams. So Hammond only took an 8-second pit stop. That, to me, indicates, my friend, he took fuel only, didn't take the tires.
Yep, fuel only. I thought maybe you'd take 2 tires. You can get fuel while you take 2.
He could have taken 2.
I might have wanted a right rear.
Guesstimated, my friend, but he definitely didn't take 4. Put it that way.
No. I think that's going to hurt. Well, I know that's going to hurt. Let's put it that way, everybody. It's not going to be his best friend.
But the
so
thing
I mean,
is,
we still got.
You're right, mate. 37 laps. But the thing is, if you get a couple of cautions, it'll play in Timothy Hammond's game, isn't it? Because the thing is, he's not going to get eaten up by the tires. And then if you get a late caution as well, too, will some of the drivers come back down there and elect to get another set of freshies?
Well, with only 14 on the lead lap, I would take my chances. If I've got tires from here on, I would take them unless it, 2 or 3 to go, I would not. But if I still had some with only 14 people on the lead lap, I absolutely would. There's only 13 now. The scoring Buzzy 1 lap down now. Robert Richardson might be a lap down again. It may only be 12.
Thing is, if I was in Hammond's position as well, too, my friend, I wouldn't want to lead. I would want to sit behind Johnson, Williams, Barnett, maybe Woodward. Just hover in the top 5. Because if you get another caution coming up, you don't want to be the one that makes the call, do you? If you like Timothy Hammond, which we suggested, but we think that maybe he only took 2 tires or only fuel. He's the one that's going to be sitting on the back foot. He can't just elect to go in, because if he comes in, nobody else comes in, then he's going to drop all the way back to 13th or so on the lead lap. He should
I'm with you. I don't know why he didn't pick his tires.
2nd or 3rd. And then if there's another caution, see if these leaders come in, follow them in, and he'll still get that nice little track position around, in the top 5.
Yeah, I mean, I would have definitely taken my tires, because if you come down to take them late, it's no different. You're just going to lose track position later. I would have went ahead and took them and tried to, use as many laps as I could to get my positioning back. But just me.
Yeah. We'll find out, my friend, because only these gladiators, Mike, will know the situation with 36 to go. Make it 35 at the line.
Yeah, we're going to find out what tires mean right now. Good jump for Hammond, but we'll see what these new tires on the bottom do with Peyton. We know him and Williams, they've been pushing tremendously together. Got Haney down there, Barnett. Try to give a big push to Tim, but I don't think they're going to be able to clear this bottom. They're going to be able to pin it the shortest way around.
I'd cut down. If I was Hammond, I'd cut down. Try to block the 15 off, but you're too late now, my friend. You have to commit to the outside lane. But we've seen the outside lane has been quite powerful here. If you get a few more cars up there, it's got the exit speed. He's getting a lovely push, isn't he, from the 42?
Oh yeah, the Hillbilly doing a great job up there. We know the top side has the momentum. I just thought maybe the grip level would get up there a little bit for these new guys on the bottom. What new guys? New tires on the bottom. We'll just have to wait and see once this heat cycle, kicks back in right here. This is going to be a good race to the finish. I mean, we see this field. The attrition has been unbelievable tonight. At 13 people on the lead lap. Oh,
he says, Hammond, my friend, sorry. I'm trusting in the grip. He's going to leave him for... Hammond's out for dry at the moment. So the 3 wide... You mentioned it.
It's going to hurt Barnett because Williams and Johnson jumped up high. That grabbed Hammond, and then Josh jumped up. That really hurt Steve right there. If he's in position, he can get it back together. We got plenty of time left here. 32 laps to go.
Yeah, keep adding the inside, and then the Johnson and Williams show. That's not a law firm. Williams and Johnson. As actually these two have been pushing each other so far through this race. If your push comes to shove, my friend, will come down about 3 to go as to whether or not they're going to switch through those positions, fight for it. Rodriguez is back in the mix there. Hammond's still holding on, my friend, a man that didn't take 4 sets of tyres. Doing his he's dropping back there. That inside lane's just not working. He's had to tuck in on the outside lane. Once again, too, the inside lane is quick at race restarts, but when it get going, my friend, it's just not enough for Rodriguez in the fence a little bit for the one.
Yeah, he forced his way to the outside right here. That's what I was getting ready to say. Somebody needs to break these guys up, and they did.
Oh, he's going to push with the 69. Here's Hammond back in here, mate. Whoa!
Oh, they're going to get corner.
Hammond had to back out of that one. He had to absolutely back out of that one. Look at Rodriguez, my friend. Oh, contact again. And he's around.
There goes Johnson.
Johnson's around.
Oh, no. We'll have to look at that. Somebody moved late. Oh, my goodness.
Woo.
What a crazy lap right there.
Oh, the pace truck almost.
And then the pace truck takes out Peyton.
Well, how's that for a Kodak moment? Nothing that Peyton Johnson really wants to see, my friend.
I can't believe they held it together as long as they did.
Yeah.
Wow. Hammond's still trying to gather it up.
Isn't that song like shake it, now shake it like a Polaroid picture? Well, it's a Kodak moment here at the moment. Let's have a look. Getting into each other here, mate. What do you explain what happened there, my friend? Is that what we saw
real sure.
earlier with Merck?
Yeah, I'm not real sure here. I think Peyton wanted to go low on Josh. I'm trying to see, but Josh is not changing lanes. He's just hanging right there, and then, wow. I don't know. It's been an odd night with the handling, but wow, what a shot. Got Haney. Yep. Cherry again. That man has hit everything but the pace car. Ooh, Buzzy barely got past.
Yeah, Haney got damaged. He got on the pit road. Robert Richardson as well. We'll go on board with Haney on this one because, he's on the outside lane. You can see the wiggles happening everywhere. The 69 gets a little bit loose. That's Hammond. And there's the incident coming up there. And Haney's like, please no, please no, please no. And then bang. Yep, unfortunately. He's got the... don't get your knickers in a knot, as they say.
I'll be honest there. I think somebody's going to say that's a block. I'm not sure. I did not see Josh move a lot. He was getting a push. You can see Peyton trying to maybe go low, but he's trying to push him out to the front. Then I can't know. Yeah, that's a little bit of a block. Then as we come back up, just kind of sucking him up the track a little bit. I'm just not sure how I feel about that one.
I'm surprised with that tap too, how Rodriguez didn't go around, which is more surprising, isn't it? Because Johnson was the one that, you know, I mean, usually they call that like a police maneuver, isn't it? When you try to tap the back of the car, usually it's not the cop car that goes around; it's the car that they're chasing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
All right. Well, that should give us our final opportunity. I don't think we'll see anybody on pit road right now. Take the final break of the evening, then we'll come back, bring you all the action. As we are at Echo Park, we've got 27 laps to go in a Darren Detail and Shine 215. We'll be right back.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
All right, we're back. Crazy race we are seeing right now. Just incidents. We had a nice
Ozzy
run
Osbourne,
there.
isn't it?
Wow.
The crazy chain.
It has been a crazy train today. It seemed like every time these guys, just any type of aggression, these things are on edge so bad. We'll have to talk about, to the winners later, just ask them how bad it was. But here we go. You're going to have Josh Rodriguez up front. He's going to have Carson Woodward beside him. We'll just give you the rundown of everybody on the lead lap. Steve Barnett's holding third. Timothy Hammond fourth. We're showing Jeremiah Holt fifth. Chris Ellis sixth. Well, that's flipped because I see it on track. Shane Trotter seventh. Trevor Williams eighth. Adam Leidy, he's there in ninth. Jeffrey Johnson's in 10th. Peyton Johnson stays on the lead lap in 11th. Keith Haney is 12th. 13th, Robert Richardson. He has been on pit road 9 times, still able to keep on the lead lap. And the last man, nope, Buzzy is not on the lead lap right now unless he is barely at the end trying to make his way around. We'll just have to wait and see. Everyone else 10 laps down or more, so there you go. 14 drivers in contention right now, let's put it that way.
14 brave souls in this one, and that might not be over just yet. With 26 laps to go, 25 at the line when the pace truck peels into pit road as it comes onto the backstretch.
Crazy race.
Yeah,
I don't think
what
it's
I'm
over
loving
with
about
yet.
Mike is when you look at a race recap, of course, it's also at the top of the timing tower. I'm seeing a lot more greens than yellows, and
Yes.
that's what we like to see. That means a lot of green flag racing. We had the competition caution that was going to come anyway during this race, but that came a little bit earlier anyway, so we were going to be guaranteed one caution this race. We are unfortunately had 9 of them. Well, it's not too bad because it could be a lot more considering the how much movement you're seeing at these ARCA cars this evening, my friend, for the Pultz Poppers ARCA series. We're still keeping it together for now.
Yeah, we're together, and I mean, 7 of these cautions have been basically on restarts. Someone getting loose, maybe just a bad push. These cars seem to be super on edge. I will give it that because you just really can't push. But here we go.
Oh, there's
Restart
a push.
with 26 laps to go. Barnett put a shot to the rear of Rodriguez's car there. But here go. Hammond outside with Woodward. Josh is going to jump up, pick them up. I don't know if they want. Are they going to want any of that or are they not? It looks like they're going to settle right in. Ellis going to settle in behind Barnett. These guys, whoa, easy.
Easy,
These moves tonight, easy do it now.
Yeah, keep the eye on the inside line. It is powerful as the race restarts, but then the outside line starts to become more dramatic per se later on. So Hammond goes to the front there and says, I'll take the inside line there with the 42 push from Steve Barnett, who gave Rodriguez a huge shove off the race restart. But I think Rodriguez is in the hot seat right now. We know that the outside lane is powerful. Push comes to shove.
Yeah, that's where I want.
Yep.
That's where I'd want to be, I think, right now.
Yep.
Even though the inside lane, you got to think about stuff like this, but you can escape a little bit on the inside lane. If you're on the outside and we have another accident, there's almost nowhere to go. So it's how you feel about it. I always like the bottom because I can get away.
Yeah, we saw that Keith Haney, didn't he? He had nowhere to go when the accident occurred. Just ahead of him as well.
Nowhere to go.
Peyton Johnson hit the fence there, and that is the problem. So Timothy Hatton says, okay, I'll risk it for the biscuit on the inside line. They get the push there from Steve Barnett. Rodriguez is on the outside there with Woodward behind him. And once get left alone a little bit, he needs a bit of a push for the 16 to come back into him. Otherwise, these guys can choose to go up to the high side, which they will. And there you go. Good working together, my friend there. Hammond says, I can choose any lane I want. Pick a lane, every lane's a winner. Look at this at the moment, Chris Ellis.
Did he choose the high lane? I'm not sure he chose it. It just looked like the car said, we're going up there, bud.
He'll say it, mate, in the post-race reviews if he wins it. He'll say, yeah, of course, it was all scripted. I did it. He can choose anyone he wants right now, my friend. He's got just enough space over Ellis. Where do you want to go, Timmy? Oh,
Peyton
saves it. Wow.
What a save.
There's another Kodak moment, my friend, for the number 15.
I bet JJ didn't enjoy that. Like, oh, no. Oh, shoot.
Whoa.
Look out. Hammond loose again.
Rubbin's racing, my friend.
Yeah, Hammond and Ellis, Trotter, Woodward down there on the bottom. Barnett, Rodriguez, Holt, Adam Light. He's bringing Haney along with him as well on the top. So it's about 5 against 5 right now. No one really taking an advantage yet. But Hammond that car just looks loose.
Oh, yeah. Especially on the exit, isn't it? Of turn 2. It does get a little
looks
squirrely.
Very, very loose.
Yeah, so let's see how he handles the exit. Not too bad.
Yeah, a little better there. Yeah, Barnett's kind of in the position you want to be right now as we're starting to wind them down. We're inside of 20. I missed the 20 to go. I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
The Premier setup's 20 to go.
Yes, sir. We got the Premier Racing setup 20 to go coming up here. My friend.
Yeah, I forget it every time, folks. That's on me. See the side-by-side action, though.
You want to race like Mike does and a lot of these other drivers? Get you a Premier Racing setup. I've never driven before, my friend, but if I ever get behind a racing rig, I know, my friend, getting into iRacing is going to be impossible if I had a good setup. So I would just go straight over to these boys, mate. I'd sign up immediately and go, all right, I'm going to jump in this car, get the setup there, download it. No, give me everything I need. And of course, if I want to get a little more serious than that, I can get that one-on-one coaching and actually just reach out and contact them and say, hey, I want to go quicker. How do I go quicker?
Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe get a hold of them a little bit, learn how to drive one of these things correctly. That's why I'm in the booth now, Dean. I didn't have a Premier setup. That's exactly why.
Yeah, my friend. Yeah. Well, I've always learnt that actually because from iRacing, it's a simulated. Oh, look at the 69 at the moment. That's Hammond tucking in. Well, tucking in the inside. All right, Hammond, hold on to it, my son. Oh,
he's so loose.
Yeah.
Keep it down there. Keep it down there.
Cause a caution. He's going to go in the pit lane. Well, you are now. No choice, Timmy.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, taking those tires earlier. Of course, if we can get them now, he'd probably go a lap down. But so we'll just have to wait and see.
John's Peyton Johnson back up there, my friend, too. Rodriguez takes the inside apron.
Do we have any hard feelings from the last time?
Whoa!
I think we do.
That's a big one.
I think we did.
That's a big one.
There goes everybody.
Yep. Puts Shane
Think
Trotter
we
to
had
the
some
lead now,
hard
mate.
feelings again. I do not like to see that.
Do you like
Just wondering-
green eggs and ham?
Sure. I don't know. Like I said, I felt like maybe we had some hard feelings, and that was. I just have to wait and see.
Do you reckon that was
mean,
a
we're
little
pushing-
push comes to shove? It's on the exit too.
And we're pushing in the corner again. We know we can't.
Look at
Oh,
that.
golly.
Top four taken out just like that, my friend. Well, not completely
Haney,
taken out.
Ellis,
Yeah.
Williams able to get through.
Damn.
What's happening, Wesley? I don't know, man.
Y'all have been tearing some cars up left and right tonight, haven't you?
Not us, Mr.
Yeah, we
Wesley.
tore them all up, buddy.
Oh,
Look at that. Well,
my
how would you
goodness.
call that one there, Mike?
Bob's your uncle.
Well, I still think, yeah, it's a little hard feelings from that last one with Peyton, and because we know better than pushing the corner, and then we're pushing in the corner.
Look at that.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4 of the race leaders.
Sandwiched in right there, baby. Look
Yeah.
at that. Man.
Yeah, there's not very many in the field tonight don't have a little bare bond and screws put in them.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's the ingredients that Echo Park Speedway provides, right? I mean, it's a super I always say it's a super speedway on steroids.
Well, I
think it's even more. I think it's more chaotic than Talladega or Daytona because of the size of the track there, Michael.
I mean, these cars are super hard tonight, Wesley. I mean, we saw Jeff Merck get wrecked getting a completely perfect push down the back street. So these things are on edge tonight.
Give me some sound in my life there, Mr. Dean.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How about Shane Trotter up in front, man? Shane Trotter from Asheboro leading the way here. Be pretty cool if this guy could break through and get a victory here, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what it's opened the door for, Wesley, is a chance for somebody new to get a win. Let's see, we got Carson Woodward. He's been up here for quite a while. Jeremiah Holtz made himself through a whole bunch of calamity. There's just almost not a car not, in trouble.
Yeah, very true.
The big thing is Hammond. Look at those fresh boots now. Hammond, JJ, Buzzy, Rodriguez, Barnett. They've all come in and took tires and tires all repairs. In fact, there's still a couple of drivers down there and doing some repairs. But Timothy Hammond, Jeffrey Johnson, they are potentially looking pretty good here. You spoke about this earlier, didn't you, Mike? Fresh boots. But,
Yeah.
mate, the problem is 12 or so laps to go. You're going to have to make a move in pretty quickly.
Yeah, the caution saved Timmy. No doubt.
Seeing that Shane Trotter took repairs as many others did too. Man, it looks like it's a crash fest tonight. 11 cars on the lead lap there with. That's it. Wow.
Yeah, there hasn't been a little one. Yeah, you got Rodriguez. He's on pit road still. Lighty's still down. Peyton's still down. So here we go. 11 fellers still in the mix.
Yeah, what is it that I normally say? You're in it to win it. If you can hang on, you're in it to win it right here. So, apologize for being late. Had a baseball championship series game to do tonight. They are going to the national championship. By the way, they are the Western Division, Western Conference champions, and they will be going to the national championship game. And I promise you, those games are this weekend, best of 3. So by the time we get here to next Wednesday, I'll be back with you, ready to go.
Sounds good.
Thank you, though, for Dean for covering. A lot of people love Dean, man. I had somebody give him some love in the NASCAR Australia the other day. They were like, "Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to Dean." But no, Dean's a producer. Back to green. 12 laps to go here. A dozen laps remaining. We're going to see some more cautions. What do you think, Michael, as they'll send it off into one with Trotter in front?
I wouldn't doubt it, but the field is so cut down. We may not. We'll just have to see. And that purple car, Dean will attest to this. Trevor Williams has looked real good tonight. So if but they're going to need some help on the bottom. We're starting to see the top of the last 80 laps take control.
Watching him work off the corner out of 4. Trevor Williams down to the inside.
What'd you
99
say, Dean?
can't
New
get there.
shoes. New shoes up top with Hammond and Keith Haney. So let's see if that makes that difference that we were talking about earlier.
New shoes up on the top side. 4 new freshies, as our buddy Jacob would call it. And watch now, Woodward on the inside. The 16 diving to the bottom, getting around Trotter, new leader. 10 laps to go now here at Echo Park, Atlanta, Michael, as they'll send it off into turn 1. 16 to the bottom. Here comes Hammond to follow.
Yeah, 16, one of those cars that's been able to miss most of the trouble tonight. Trotter hasn't had a whole lot. It's going to be who can get the push, whose line will go, because if the top gets hooked up, they really, really make time here. So it's going to be up to Holt to push Trotter out into lead and bring Haney with him.
Hold on to that spot down to the inside. Up top, here comes now Trotter. Up top, down, back, up top to the bottom. Here it comes, Woodward. Woodward protects the inside. He's got Hammond behind him. Williams will follow. Any other takers? They're door to door now as they go to the back stretch, heading to 3.
Yeah, I'm starting to dance around. We got Ellis kind of stuck in the middle. I'm not real sure what the move is here. Let's see what Chris does with it. Ooh, hold her in there, boys. Hold her together, boys. Robert Richardson, 10 trips to pit lane, running top 5, top 6. Buzzy Mongold, 6 trips to pit lane, up here in 4th.
Coming out of 4. Looking at the line, there's Haney, Keith Haney, staying there in 3rd. What a good solid run for him on the bottom. Here comes Mongold to the inside. 7 to go now. Hammond up the hill in the Chick-fil-A car. Look out, radar's coming. That's Johnson in 33. He'll clear by Haney in the bottom. Up top, Mongold pushing.
Oh, goodness.
Whoa!
Stuck out with the ring.
What a save for the 12. Williams now in the middle. Ellis inside. Cherry up top. 6 to go.
Yeah, here we go. 2 wide, trying to catch back up to the leader here. They're trying to get around Hammond. He's got the new shoes. Him and Haney both up on the top. Trotter goes with Hammond.
He sure will.
Yeah.
Well,
big
Mongold to
wreck.
the wall. Big crash. Mongold, Cherry, Woodward crashing. Overtime could be coming here in Atlanta. You see Buzzy Mongold's face. Look at the frustration and the sigh of disbelief for the Concord, North Carolina driver. It is all over for Buzzy Mongold. Maybe even Matt Cherry too there, Michael McKinnon.
Yeah, Matt Cherry was just trying to make up some positions, just running out there. He's been, I mean, everybody on the track has hit Matt Cherry tonight. Let's see what happens here.
Even the pace car?
Almost.
Yeah, when I was on the drive from the ball field, I actually was listening, watching the race, and Cherry turned.
Chris Ellis.
Ellis, you think Ellis did it?
Yeah, Ellis got into a Cherry, turned him down the track into Buzzy.
Well, so Mongold and Williams had already made contact, right? And then Cherry gets in. Oh, yeah, Ellis bumps Cherry in the left rear and then the right rear for the 12 from Cherry. Yeah, that's it. The right rear hook from that. Yep.
Carson Woodward had a great race going, and then Robert Richardson has spent all night on pit road, worked his way back into the top 10.
All these guys, yeah, man.
He got some more.
Let's look at it again on another replay. Oh, boy. Let's bring in Buzzy Mongold. Check on him.
Wow.
Hey, Buzzy, it's the broadcast booth, buddy. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Man, what happened? What do you think? I mean, I saw the frustration on your face there. Are you mad at anybody?
Same, yeah. I mean, same drive on different day. I mean, I lost $100 on Monday, not after probably my first podium, and would have won the in bracket challenge. Freaking cost me Monday. I did get a little out of shape off of 2, but had gathered it up. But I'm watching the broadcast, so I see what happened. And if there's anything good, it looks like I'm still going to finish like 12th. But,
so are you mad at Chris Ellis or Matt Cherry?
No, Chris. Chris Ellis has just been. He, unfortunately, I know he's new at this and he is learning, and he will come to us for advice, like how can I do better. So I'm okay with that.
Right.
But it's just, I don't know. He is leading he has the most DOLs on Monday nights, most penalty points. He's doing better in this league, but it seems like it's just the same, I don't know, same story, different day at times. But
sorry, Buzz. Worked your way back up there, bud. Great run tonight. Sorry to see it happen for you, man.
Yep, all good. We'll get him again tomorrow.
Get him at Lime Rock next week, too. You show him a little bit about the road racing.
Oh, good Lord.
We'll get you moving back down, bud.
All right. Pulling for my boys, Shane Trottle, Tim Hammond, them Woodward boys. Hoping Shane can get it done. So.
Yep. 2 biggest movers in the front.
There you go.
Oh, boy. Going to try to finish this under regulation.
Yeah, because technically we are on lap number 138. So they are on the regular schedule distance. There's a chance for overtime. Thanks for your time, Buzzy. Appreciate you, buddy. Buzzy Mongold out. You hear his frustrations, and mostly to Chris Ellis. They are still in the regular schedule distance. If they don't come to the Darren's Detail and Shine 1 to go, we go to overtime. And here we go. Ellis is pushing now. Williams in the 99. Michael coming to 3.
Yep, here we go. I told you, Williams has looked great all night long. He's going to need a little help. Ellis going to try to give him that help. They're starting to move it up the track a little bit as they exit these corners. White flag in the air.
The white flag waves. Final lap for the Darren's Detail and Shine 2:15. Pushing high is Trotter. Williams and Hammond side by side. Michael, you called most of this race, my friend. Take him to the finish.
Yeah, but here we go. Here comes Hammond. Oh, Blaze, here comes Trey. He's going to leave Trotter. Haney, where will Haney go? Haney may go high, may go low. He's going to follow Tim Hammond out, and it looks like Timothy Hammond and Haney, along with Jeremiah Holt, to the finish line. New shoes, everybody. It did matter. Timothy Hammond, your winner.
Free Chick-fil-A for everybody on Timmy. Eat more chicken, they say. Timothy Hammond, originally from Indianapolis, now from the Show Me State of Missouri. He wins. He wins here in the Darren's Detail and Shine 2:15 on a wild one here tonight at Echo Park, Atlanta. Wow.
Yeah, wild one is being kind. It was some crazy stuff. We saw Tim out of shape several times, able to save the car. Matter of fact, he slid it all the way down and had to go to pit road. That's where he got his new boots, able to stay on the lead lap, and here we go. Huge
celebration is on.
Hammond.
Yes, sir. Celebration on. No doubt about it. When it's all said and done, it will be Timothy Hammond to pick up the win. Another first-time winner this season in the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series. He gets it done on the Steroid Super Speedway. That is Echo Park, Atlanta. Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your results as Hammond burns it down in the ATL virtually on iRacing. Up 27 spots to win. Timothy Hammond. At the end of 140 laps, 213 miles, 12 green flag lead changes with 13 drivers, 11 cautions for 34 laps. Hard charger of the race is the winner, Timothy Hammond, up 27 spots. Peyton Johnson led the most laps at 45 till he got crashed out. The fastest lap was Timothy Hammond of the night. And then Hunter Parsons got it. Fast time qualifier. Your unofficial overall finishing order. Hammond, your winner. Keith Haney, second. Jeremiah Holt, third. They're coming up next in the Florida Cabinet Distributors post-race wrap-up. Shane Trotter will have to settle for another top five. Consistence just not hanging there at the end. He's fourth. Jeffrey Johnson, fifth. Trevor Williams, Chris Ellis, Carson Woodward, Robert Richardson, and Steve Barnett all in the top 10, Michael.
Yep, 11th to be Buzzer. We talked to him there. 12th, Matt Cherry. Shout out to him. Set on pit road forever, able to make his way up. Anthony Burleson, same way. Make the laps, get the points. And then 14th, we got Josh Rodriguez. 15th, Adam Leidy. That would be followed by Peyton Johnson, Anthony Harden, Jonathan Woodward, Joshua Clemens, and Kyler Goodman will round out the top 20.
21st, Curtis Banks. Chris Blanchard will finish 22nd. Hunter Parsons from the pole crashes out, finishes 23rd. Stephen McDonald, top 25 with Mark Cofield. Robert Richards, Joshua Perkins, Jeff Burke with a bad night tonight in Atlanta. Mark Morton as well. Tyler Justice crashing at the start, as well as the other drivers of the top 30. Finishing out is, of course, those drivers. Cody Knott, as always, the series director and race director for this event. We're taking a break. When we come back, Michael, Dean, and myself will grab the podium drivers. It is Indiana Now, Show Me Proud. Timothy Hammond, or as you call him, New Shoes. He wins here in Echo Park, Atlanta. We chat with him next. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Back here at Echo Park, Atlanta, the Florida Cabinet Distributors Victory Circle is up. And we are now getting ready to grab a word with the winner, Timothy Hammond. I know this is going to be a special one. Good job, Timothy. I'll let Michael actually chat with you because he called most of the race. But what survival there at the end to hold them off and pick up a win, a first win on the season this year, buddy.
First win ever. Forget just the season. Wesley. This is the
Yeah.
first ever with NASRA. It's shoot, I've been
That first time,
with
hell yeah,
NASRA
finally.
for
Hey.
6 years at this point. So, I know there's a lot of controversial things that happen in that race, and I don't care how many people are left. It could have been just us three left, and I would still take this win no matter what.
Party on, party on. First time winner, and it happens at the ATL.
At the ATL, I really do love this track. I say I'm pretty good at the super speedways. Everywhere else, questionable. But a win's a win is what I'll take.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Tim. That was a crazy race. I saw you out of shape 2 or 3 times. You're able to save it one time and bring yourself down pit road, and then you're dodging the slow car, you and Matt Cherry trying to make up time. I mean, just give us your thoughts of this whole entire race. It was just absolutely crazy.
It was crazy, and I told myself I was gonna try to be calm during this race. And when that lap car came up, I thought we were toast then, and then I see Cherry got into it, and I was like, well, there goes that. And then a couple of times, something weird was happening. You'd be on that inside lane, and the wheel felt like it went dead, and the car would like go straight in the corner, and then it would snap back, and you'd have to save it. And that's what happened a couple of times there to me. And I'm glad that I was able to keep it down and not get into anybody. And that last caution really saved me, because I had a 40-second penalty on pit road because I entered the pits incorrectly. So just the whole thing worked out the way I needed it to there at the end.
Big celebrations indeed, man. First ever win in the NASRA world. I'm looking at your stats right now, man. Enjoy this one, buddy. It is a celebration indeed. What does it mean to finally break through and win in this series, sir?
It means so much, to be honest, because week in and week out, I'm always out there trying to do better, and I get these good finishes, and then it's followed up by the misfortunes of somebody else, and that gets frustrating week after week after week, because we're out here, and I have a lot of fun racing with a lot of these guys, and we've all become really great friends. I know the Woodwards, and I believe it was Joshua. We're hanging out in Atlanta, so it's just a really great league to race in. It's really, I'd say we're family around here. There may be some arguments here or there, but all in all, it's we have a lot of fun racing on track. Because if you're ever in the channel with our guys, we're laughing from start to finish.
Yeah, I think you're dead right on that. Ladies and gentlemen, Timothy Hammond. Here's the stats on this awesome guy. So glad he has finally broke through and won. This is his 133rd career start in NASRA. Finally, a victory with now 10 top 5s and 20 top 10s. So pretty monumental. Timmy, thank your sponsors, buddy. We'll see you.
I really appreciate it, guys. First off, I want to say thank you to you all up in the booth. Huge shout out to Chick-fil-A Supply, Bradbury Real Estate. Really want to shout out Superior Button Boxes as well. They do a fantastic job. I got a couple of them on the rig. Also want a huge shout out to my teammates, the Woodward brothers. We did it, baby. Appreciate John sticking around and calling the race after that. Shout out to Trotter. I know he wanted his first win too, so it was a lot of conversation in that, but just really thanks also Carson for this awesome ride that is first one is being ran tonight, so it'll be special.
Finally, a winner in the world of NASRA, ladies and gentlemen. It is the driver winning here tonight of the Darren's Detail and Shine 215 in the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series on iRacing. Originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, the home of speed, now in the Show Me State. That is Missouri now, or St. Louis, Missouri's Timothy Hammond. Let's grab now second place as he showed up, our buddy, the Painty Man. Hammond, Keith Haney, is he anywhere around? I don't see him. Keith Haney will have to settle for second. Let's just give him a round of applause. Michael, we'll just give him a round of applause for finishing second.
Absolutely.
Where's my bud? I figured the Thong Man, the Red Thong Man, would be here. He loves Atlanta. He's from Atlanta, but Keith Haney not able to join us for post-race interviews. Let's grab third place, and it is the driver of. Yes, sir. There you go. Jeremiah Holt. Jeremiah, I told you a couple of times, it seems like, in the last couple of weeks on the podium. What's your take of surviving chaos Atlanta and getting the podium third, sir?
It was chaos. I had about 5.5 minutes damage still left. Really, I was just trying to hang on, staying on the outside and trying to survive. Tim, put on a show there the last few laps, made a real good pass on the outside. Overall, great race for me. Survived it and got a podium, so I'm happy.
That was going to be my question for you, Jeremiah. It looked like if that high lane stayed organized, I don't think anybody could touch it, and it seemed like the cars probably felt a little better up there, right? I mean, a lot of guys on the bottom going loose like crazy. So
Car felt great. It felt great on the top the entire race, even with my wheel damage. Had no issues out of it. Top line, if everybody stayed together, that was the place to be.
Yeah, that's what it certainly looked like to me. But, man, this is a great finish for you. It's like you said, great night. Got through the carnage, all the stuff. A couple of you guys like Matt Cherry, he must have hit everything at the track, but he stayed in there and got the points. And that's just, that's kudos to you guys. You got the damage, but you're racing for the points. So we appreciate you guys putting that effort in. Stay in the race and show what you can do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was good. Good race. Good times.
Well, Jeremiah, before we let you go, man, please thank your sponsors, dude. Keep on digging. I know a victory's coming to this series soon.
Hopefully so. I'm working on it. I'm right there at the cusp, but it's not quite there yet. I do want to thank everybody with NASRA, Cody for putting up with all of us and putting all this stuff together. Everybody with Bandits Motorsports and Splash Auto Spa.
Jeremiah Holt, in his 20th NASRA start tonight all-time, has now 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s for the man in the number 74. He'll finish in the number 3 position, and that will wrap things up here tonight for the NASRA ARCA, of course, Pultz Popper Series. Atlanta, you never know what you're going to get. What a wild card it was. Obviously, your final take of things. Michael, thank you for holding the fort down for me, brother, while I was handling baseball playoff obligations. But, man, next week we move into August, and we're going road course racing. Lime Rock Park, making lefts, making rights. I can't believe we're down to the final 6 races of the season.
Yeah, we brought that up earlier. It's unbelievable how fast this went by. We got these 2 left before the playoffs. I mean, you're going road course racing.
Playoffs?
Road course racing and then throw them in the Coliseum, right? Why not? I mean, why not? Such a contrast. So kudos to the schedule makers. Tonight's race, there's not a lot to say. It was crazy. It was unbelievable. We've seen guys wrecking, getting pushes, going straight. So it was a crazy race, but a fun call all in all, man.
Points playoffs, indeed. Obviously, Lime Rock Park, lefts and rights road course. Fun race at Lime Rock Park, by the way. It's a fun race course, 1.5 miles. You'll make laps real quickly around that place. And then the last great Coliseum, virtual Bristol Motor Speedway. The crazy chaos on the concrete half mile should be a good one. As always, thank you to Pultz Poppers, Darren's Detail and Shine, all the sponsors of the NASRA series. We'd appreciate it. And hey, by the way, don't forget, tomorrow night, join Michael McKinnon and myself, and I will be here, Michael, for the NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series round number 2. After a wild one at Daytona last Thursday night, we'll be on the call for that one. And don't forget Lime Rock Park next week. Great coverage as always at NASRA on social media. Join them on Discord. Get signed up at North American Sim Racing Association.com. As always, thank you to Brady LaBeouf and Cody Knott. Cody Knott, also the operator of the Pultz Popper NASRA ARCA series. For Mr. Biggles, Dean Hopton, who did some color tonight as well. For Michael McKinnon, I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations to another first-time winner, Timothy Hammond. Hot Shoes gets it done at the ATL. For ARCA, we'll see you next week at Lime Rock. Good evening.